Alright, y'all, it is 6:29 a.m. Sunday, June 6th, and it is 70 degrees, or 21.111 Celsius, for those of you that don't use Fahrenheit. I am at the Arboretum, and every single day I set aside time to read my Bible and pray and stuff. If I have the time, to do 20 minutes or half an hour or whatever it is, that's great. Sometimes I have not a lot of time and I just have to, do a little 5 or 10 minute, read a chapter and be on my way. But I make sure that I read something every single day. Every single day. Morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Well, so apparently I'm not alone here. There is a jogger. He seemed friendly enough, so that's cool. I feel safe with him around. I don't know. Just feels like if something were to go down, he would hear it and come help me. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not afraid of anything. It's even if something did go down, I have this nice walking stick, so I got something to defend myself if I need it. But I'm not concerned in the least. It takes a lot to scare me. I'd be scared if it was dark. Maybe I'd be a little more nervous, but it's like I said, 6:30 in the morning, and so it's just going to keep getting lighter. But I wanted to observe the beauty of nature, and it's so much quieter at this time. I mean, there's a lot of loud nature sounds, but it's just there's less traffic noise and people noise. It's just absolutely beautiful the way the sun gleams through those trees. Isn't that gorgeous? So I don't want this video to be too long, but anyway, oh yeah, so I'm all over the place. I can't focus. I'm so sorry. So I was saying, every single day I spend time in the Bible, and even if it's on a Sunday morning when I go to church, I don't count church as my daily Bible, because even though I do read scriptures that they read in church, I open my Bible and read them in my New King James Version. They use a couple different versions, but neither one is New King James, and that's the one I prefer. So in any event, I still do some Bible reading there, but I don't count that because it's not my private time with God. It's just me in a church and whatever, and I have to have private time with God, just him and me, and so, and if you are a Christian, you ought to do the same. It's really good for the soul. And anyway, so I wanted to do a quick update too. On May 27th, look at the sun right there. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That almost looks like a camera trick. It's really not though. The sun is just at the right spot to come right between those trees. How beautiful is that, guys? That's cool. I'm trying to hold my camera steady. That's the sun coming through the trees. Dude, that looks amazing. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I gotta see if I can get a still shot of that. I like that the camera has a little button in the top right corner. Oopsie. You can get a... Oh, yeah, baby. Yes, that's amazing. I love that. That's awesome. Whoa. Whoa. Whoopsie. Alright, my hands are a little shaky because I'm half asleep and... Oops. Oh my gosh, that is so cool, guys. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What? It doesn't... What you're seeing on the camera is not what I'm seeing with the naked eye. It looks cool with the eyeballs, but it looks way better on camera. With the eye, it's just like a bright spot, but with the camera, it almost looks like a neat little trick. But it's just, wow, that's amazing. Wow. Look, a squirrel. Anyway, that was really cool. So, I love this. I love appreciating the beauty of nature. And to think that each and every single one of these individual trees and plants has its own life, and all of it is here to help breed other lives, such as the birds and the squirrels and the raccoons and a lot of turkeys. There's a lot of turkeys in this place. But yeah, it's just beautiful, man. It's amazing how it all works together, the ecosystem. Anyway, God is amazing, and this is all the work of his hand. It's amazing. Now, this arboretum was man-made in the sense that all these trees were planted purposely in this area like 60 years ago or whatever it was, but it is God who made it all grow, and it just amazes me. So anyways, May 27th, I called about my glasses because that was day 28. May 27th was the 4-week mark from when I got my eyes examined, and they told me it would be up to 4 weeks. The lady said they're not in, and that she would call the lab the next day, because when I called it was like 4:30 and it was too late to call the lab because the lab is out east and it was already after 5 their time, and so they were closed. So she said she'd call the next day, May 28th, and that she would get back to me that day. Well, I called Friday, May 28th, and the woman I spoke to said that the lady I talked to the previous day was not there anymore that day. I said, well, that sucks, so now what? She said, well, I can call the lab for you. If you'd like. Well, first she's like, I can take a message if you want, and I'm like, no, that's kind of pointless. She goes, well, I'll tell you what, I can call the lab for you, and if you want, I can call you back, or I can put you on hold. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, you call me back, you're not going to call me back. So out loud, I said, no, I'll just hold. I'm doing laundry, it's fine, I can wait. Even if it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it don't matter. I'll just stay on hold. That way we don't get lost and you don't forget to call me. So, anyway, I was only on hold for like 10 minutes or so, and she comes back, she goes, well, seems everybody's out for the summer or something. She says, I called the lab tech, the lab manager, and she went to list like 4 or 5 different people she called, and nobody's answering, and I'm like, well, that's a bummer. She goes, and then she looked in her computer, and it said that something had happened that day, something was printed that day. It doesn't say what it was. So she goes, well, something happened today. I don't know what happened today. I can't tell you because I have no idea. But something happened today at the lab, according to the computer. So, maybe they'll be here next week. Well, you know, next week has come and gone. It's now Sunday, and nothing yet. So, anyway, I told her, I said, I'm not trying to be, you know, that jerk customer or whatever. I said, I have no nose pads, and I haven't for a couple of months now. And I've literally been relying on electrical tape to not scratch my nose. And so she goes, well, if you bring them in, we can put nose pads on them for you. I said, nope, you cannot, because the brackets that they attach to actually snapped right off the frames. She goes, oh, well, that's not good. I'm like, yeah. She goes, well, if you bring them in, we can try to find a plastic frame that your lenses will fit in, and then you can just borrow those, and when your glasses come, you can return them. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I go in there after the laundry's done, and she finds some frames, and she goes, they're not completely perfect, but they're not going to fall out. I'm like, perfect, thank you so much, I appreciate that. And then, walking over towards the cash register, she goes, you know what, I'm just going to pull these out of inventory. She goes, you've been waiting for a while, and you're still waiting, so just for that, I'm just going to give you these frames, they're yours. So, I don't know what the cost on them was. She tore the tag off before I ever had a chance to see it. So I'm guessing they're like $20 frames or $30 frames, but you know, that's still 20 or 30 bucks I didn't have to pay. So to me, that is still a huge blessing. Not only did I not have to pay for these frames, but I also, you know, don't have my nose getting scratched. I'm not walking around with electrical tape on my face and looking all weird and stupid. So, anyway, that's what they look like. So the lenses aren't a perfect fit, but they're pretty close. And definitely a lot better now. So anyway, I meant to call them yesterday and I completely forgot, so I ended up going to work all day. I wasn't scheduled, but I picked up some hours. So anyway, that's the update on my glasses. Still waiting for them. Ain't that something? 5 weeks and 3 days, man. 38 days I've been waiting. Tomorrow will be day 39, so if I remember, I'll have to call him tomorrow. But anyway, I have to go pick up donuts for the church and then take them in and wrap them individually and do all that fun stuff, and then get all the worship stuff figured out and make sure I get everything up on the laptop so I know what's what and the order of service and all that. They typically give me an outline of the service, the exact same verbatim outline that the pastor uses for his sermon, and you know, it's just a few lines to kind of guide him, And so it's not like a verbatim script, but it's just kind of something for, number one, to keep him on track, and number two, to help keep the service within a specific amount of time. And so as the church grows, I guess it's more important that things are timed a little better. Back in the day, it just went till it went. Some days service was over at 11:30. Other days we didn't get out of there till 12:30 or 1, and everyone was cool with it. But there was also only like 12 of us, or 15, you know. Dude, there's something happening around me. Some animals are going crazy or something. What in the world is happening over here, guys? Oh wow, we're already past the 10-minute mark. Well, I don't want this to go too much longer because it's going to take forever to upload, and most people don't like watching videos too much longer than 10 minutes. That's kind of the happy medium, I think. So we're going to go ahead and call it. I also just accidentally stepped on my shoelace and untied my shoe. So that happened. Yeah. Avocados, tacos, and aliens. Those are my socks. I'm wearing that to church. Haha. Anyway, so y'all have a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves. And spend a little time in nature if you get the chance. Whether you're a Christian or not, whether you even believe in God or not, it's still an amazing experience to just listen to the sounds and enjoy the beauty of it. You don't have to even believe in God to appreciate His incredible creation. Even if you don't see it as His creation, it's still, wow. Oh, I see an animal, I think. Is that an animal? Oh, that's not an animal. Dude, they're so close. There's animals so close to me right now. I don't know what kind of animals, but they're near me. Anyway, you guys remember to take care of your pets. They will take care of you. Thank you so much for sticking around till the end here, if you did. Just for fun, if you made it to the very end here, put some tree emojis. I think there's a tree emoji. I would assume there's a tree emoji. So either tree emojis or like a camping tent or something like that. Put that in the comments section if you made it this far. That's how I'm going to know who made it this far. Yeah. Alright. Thank you all for sticking around. And yeah, hopefully I'll get my glasses in the next couple of years. And y'all have a fantastic day. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.